Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. This is Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Patriots going up against the Condors. For the call.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. Spins by. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Patriots now on offense. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback. First and 10. Gordon. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the Buffet boys, the O-line. Hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gordon. And he's got his man on the out route. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. On first down, Gordon. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 71 yards.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. Operating from the gun, Gordon. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Third down, Gordon firing quickly here, and that's complete. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Patriots send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Throwing on first down. Cummings. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about that used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, and
on first and 10, Cummings. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Cummings. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
And some room to roam now. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense is on the field right now and just looking to keep the momentum, the mojo going from a week ago.
Partner, this defense is full of confidence. They feel great about themselves, and they don't think anyone can move the ball on them now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards through the air and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
A handoff as they run the counter play. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
To throw on 2nd down. Cummings finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Cummings, and he's got it. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. The tight end can kind of be that diamond in the rough secret weapon that you have, and right there they show you why.
And it's becoming less of a secret, isn't it, partner? Every game that we do nowadays, the tight end is a featured receiver, not just a blocker, as in the days of old.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make it 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a first down here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Gordon over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The numbers for him from a week ago, 15 carries, 57 yards.
And that was his first of the year, and I'll bet he's as surprised as anyone that he hasn't scored more. But what happens a lot of the time is if you haven't scored in the beginning, once you get that first one, they tend to come in bunches. Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. Now whistles as time has run out on this first quarter. 7-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Their mobile quarterback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Partner, it wasn't that long ago that when I talk with these NFL coaches about different innovations in the college game, you can see their eyes roll and they just shut down right away. Don't bring me that Joe College stuff. Well, guess what? The college game has definitely infiltrated its way into the NFL.
Yeah, and these guys, when you're seeing the option defensively, you got to stick to your assignments. I know that's cliche. They didn't do it there.
And option football means exactly what you just talked about, assignment football for defenders. And that drives them crazy because you have to think your way through a play as opposed to just reacting and making the play.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Let's go! 3-19! On first down, Cummings. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Back to throw. Cummings. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw on second down. Cummings. Throw left side complete. It's right. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And now here's a carry heading left. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. So back-to-back plays here where he couldn't get anything on the ground. Now you face a 3rd and 10 and assume you're going to try to pass it, right?
I would think so, because you've tried to run the ball, and really it didn't matter who got the ball in the play because there was no space to go. So I think you step back, throw the ball to try and pick up the first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
When you decide to run a hitch route, it really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So they bring out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Throwing on first down. Gordon, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again. Gordon looking middle, and it's incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Gordon. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 23 yards on the play.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. Give him 7 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off play action. Gordon. And that is incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. New England on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From From the gun, Gordon. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. Second down following the run. Operating from the gun, Gordon. And his throw is incomplete. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Third down. It's Curry. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back here right after this. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On first down, Gordon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Looking to throw on second down. Gordon. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a New England touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And here now the offense heading back out there. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Looking to throw. Cummings. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
And he knocks it through. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now.
Let's go! 3-19!
To throw on second down. Cummings. Wide open receiver complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down. Cummings. And a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, Cummings. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on second down. Cummings. And he's going to go down again. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on third and long. Cummings. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. On first down, Gordon. And he's got some space here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Bears who are off to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
All right, let's roll those highlights. Condors on offense early in the first. Reisner's got the catch here, and he ends up at their own 36-yard line before he stopped on the play. Same drive, the pass will be caught over the middle, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. That puts them up by a touchdown. Now first and 10, Gordon's on target here, and he'll end up at the 20-yard line before being tackled. Continuing on the drive, Gordon's looking for room to run, and he capped off the long drive with a touchdown. Now to late in the first half. Here the pass is completed into coverage, and he's going to go 11 yards for the score. Patriots is up now by 7. Staying late in the half. The pass ends up being picked off. Patriots will end up returning it for a TD. As they go out in front, 14-7. That'll do it from our EA Sports Studios for the call of the second half. Let's get back out to Sacramento, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game. But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Cummings. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Throwing on first down. Gordon. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Operating from the gun. Cummings firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. On 1st and 10, Cummings, and he goes down. It's a Patriots sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
To throw on second down. Cummings looking left side, and he's got a man. That's right. The 30, 20, touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Butker on for the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Just a 4-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Stiff-armed him. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Throwing again. Gordon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage, but make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
New England on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Let's go.
From the gun, Gordon. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Quick update from Levi's Stadium. And the Bears have scored again. They've got that one on cruise control. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. Well, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5 on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And he'll find a little space. He gets this up near the 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cummings. And right with it here over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
Green, 39.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Back to throw. Cummings finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looking to throw. Gordon. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Now they try the right side here. Able to slither by. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Operating from the gun, Gordon. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We are back now in Sacramento. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. New England on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Gordon. He's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the fourth quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach and incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Green 39! Green 39!
To throw again. Cummings. Throw left side complete. That's Reeves. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Operating from the gun. Cummings. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
On 1st down, Cummings. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Back to throw. Gordon, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
To throw on second down. Gordon. Now they go screen. It's complete. Stops shy of the 45 despite some powerful running. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw. Gordon. And this is going to be incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. And now back out comes the offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back to throw. Cummings. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now out come the Patriots. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot. Great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Throwing on first down. Gordon throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to throw. Gordon, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. New England on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Gordon. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Come on, let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Back to throw. Gordon. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give them some breathing room and lets them build up a little cushion.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. With his guys trailing here in the 4th, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, your 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near-perfect football if you want to get your team back into the game. But it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Here we go. 3-19.
Throwing again. Cummings. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Cummings. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So the Patriots coming out now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense. And now here's a carry heading left. And now running right through it. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And this one is right through. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it,
the Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Cummings. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's right. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And with just over 40 seconds now remaining, he gets up and spikes it. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Cummings. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw. Cummings. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots are close to finishing off this football game. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, And that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Patriots, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Sacramento, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everybody.